from Man vs. Game. Thank you for joining us. Can you feel the excitement in the air? Nobody. Okay, just checking.
I feel it.
I know exactly. Yeah. See on the stage, that's where the excitement's at. Because man, I'm excited. I'm here with Isaac and Alex, and from Iron Galaxy Studios. We are here talking about Killer Instinct.
Oh yeah,
a classic.
Oh yeah,
man. And this is sort of like reboot. Came out in like 2013.
Yep. Yes.
And since then, so you've kind of come out with like some new content, like some like with seasons. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So right now we're in the middle of season 3.
Okay.
We just launched that. So season 1 came out. It was developed by Double Helix, and when season 2 began, Iron Galaxy took over, and we created pretty much a similar lineup where we start off with 4 characters, and then we released another one every month with DLC, and you can start off and buy it all, and then just as soon as it comes out, you get a chance to play it.
Nice.
And then now we're on season 3.
Wow.
We added guest characters for the first time in season 3. We have Arbiter from Halo, which went over very well with the community, and especially we showed it off at all the Halo championships and such. And then we have Rash from Battletoads.
See, that's the one I get hyped about. Cause like, I'm old school, like bringing it to the Battletoads.
That went over. His music's amazing. We've been using Cell Dweller and Atlas Plug for this season, and it's been great so far. And for the first time, season 3 was released on Windows 10 for PC, and that just skyrocketed the amount of players that have been playing it, and now it's been doing amazing.
That is great to hear, and I love that that commitment to just keeping like new content coming out with the game.
Yeah. And community feedback's a huge thing. We have a great forum, ultra-combo.com, and we read everything. We do what we can to make everyone happy, and it's been going over well so far.
Absolutely, yeah, very important. So, like, what are we going to be taking a look at today? Like,
so today we have an awesome reveal for the first time. We're showing Mira, brand new character to Season 3. It's our first character after Season 3 launch.
Nice.
So she's an interesting character. We've kind of teased her a bit. You may have heard some stories from Maya's backstory about Mira. So that's Maya's sister.
Okay.
So she's kind of interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
So we're in game cam now. Let's pick Mira and show people what she looks like.
Mira's unveiled.
The reveal.
Ooh. So Mira's a vampire.
Wow. Look at evil. Yeah.
So I'm gonna just pick Arbiter, and I'm gonna use one of his cool costumes.
I think the beetle, like the scarab, sort of like armor on her hands there.
Yeah.
So Alex can pick. Yep. And then I'm going to choose Mira's music so you guys can hear her music for the first time.
Yep.
Sweet.
So let's go Mira's theme.
And we added this in Season 3 where you can pick any stage and then change to your own character's theme if you'd like. So,
oh, wow. So like mix and match, like just get it exactly like how you want. Sweet. More options like that are always good, I think.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. If you want to just listen to Rash's theme all day, you can.
Yeah.
And his theme's amazing.
That's badass. And there he is.
And for the sake of making Mira look good, Isaac's going to be going easy on me today. So.
Okay, see, I was going to say, like, I want to see you guys throw down, but
yeah.
Because then, the old classic matchups like fight stick versus controller.
Yeah.
It's like, some people feel very strongly one way or the other on that.
All right, so
we're just going to show you what Mira's all about right here and play a match.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
so we're kind of going to... So we have a proper reveal coming in immediately after this show, but we're going to do a full walkthrough of Mira. But right now, we're just kind of going to play some matches and give people a taste of what she's capable of doing. And we want to see the reaction from people.
Sure.
So we're kind of notorious for people being like, man, this character is super OP. So yeah.
Nice. That comes 50-minute monster combo. See, that's what I remember from like the old days, like just you hearing that in the arcades.
So the real cool thing about Mira's bats is you notice right here, she can actually move afterwards. And one thing that you're probably going to be seeing on screen is Mira has this weird gray life bar that's occurring every time she does one of her special moves.
Yeah.
So now she just gained it back.
Wow.
So that's part of one of her powers. So Mira, we kind of refer to her as a glass cannon character, where she does big damage for high risk. And her risk is basically taking her own life.
Okay, so she's burning her own health, but she can, gain it back if she uses some more other moves that she's got.
Exactly.
Wow. Yep. That is awesome. I tend to like the glass cannon type characters in games. Massive damage. Wow. Look at that.
So that linker that he's doing right there, where she's kind of like gnawing on his face, that's actually bringing her life back.
Wow. I love it. Got the achievement popping up.
So one thing you'll notice about this character is she's very mobile. She has air dashes, she has all sorts of crazy stuff.
Yeah, living the projectiles, how she follows them in like that to like keep the combo going.
Oh yeah, it's super tricky because you can do things like throw a projectile, and then you can kind of air dash back and forth and make people have ambiguous cross-ups.
Yeah. Keep people guessing like where she's at all times. Oh, see, the Arbiter ain't going out like that. Yeah.
Going right through all my
Got
back.
the sticky grenade. Yeah. Which I love that, you know, that fan service there, like all the stuff you recognize from Halo.
And as you can tell, as I'm getting my life back, that move doesn't take any damage off your opponent, but it helps, you know, bring her back into the match.
Sure. Which is, you know, sounds like it's a necessary maneuver to do since you're burning up so much of your life. Wow. That is, yeah, like a pretty ballsy character, like to you know, look at that, you have a sliver of life. So I'm just guessing that it's probably not possible to like kill yourself if you're under it.
So no, but she can pretty much start killing herself. She just can't actually finish the match.
Okay, yeah.
So you can make it so you have 1 pixel of life left, essentially.
Right, yeah.
And when you end up doing that, she actually loses some of her abilities. So the abilities that she uses to take her own blood, she can't do those anymore.
Right, she has no more blood.
Exactly.
She's out.
So we're showing off her Ultra. Oh, you tried?
Yeah, I tried.
Yeah. What's up, Dan?
Trying to go for a double ultra,
Yeah.
but she was already at her KB meter max, so.
Still got it though. She
So that's
is
the
looking.
very first official match on stream of Mira.
Yep.
Wow.
So let's do another match.
Yep.
We'll show off a different costume.
Yes, let's
Yeah.
show, let's go with my favorite, her default retro.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So yeah, the great thing about this game, there's accessories you can unlock. You can play just and unlock them as you play the game, or you can purchase KI Gold to do it a little bit faster for some people.
Sure.
You know, a lot of us are busy these days.
Time
but,
is money, and sometimes you don't
but
have the time.
Each character has their own individual levels to help you unlock different colors and accessories. So,
Sure.
but yeah, let's go with her. There we go.
So I think Mira, she has some of the best costumes in the game.
I was just gonna say I'm liking this one as well. I think this might be my personal favorite.
Yeah, she looks absolutely amazing. So let's do this again.
The Assassin's Cave.
Yeah, let's go
to
there.
your
I just read it out.
Yeah, let's go.
Great. Yeah. And here
She
we-
mixes well with pretty much almost any stage in this game because of her dark nature.
Yeah. I was gonna say pretty much, yeah, all the characters, the backgrounds, everything just looks so good.
So one of the things that actually we did in Season 3 launch is we completely relit all the stages. So all the stages got a huge graphical upgrade. There are things that you can see now that you weren't able to see before, which is really cool.
That is, like, I love that commitment to, like, you know, making a game better, like, over time. It doesn't just kind of, like, grow stagnant.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we started once we started working on Season 2. We actually bumped the resolution up. It used to be a 720 game. Now it's actually a 900p game.
Oh, wow.
Now we're just upgrading the graphics more and more when we can. And we get to do some really cool stuff.
Wow. Almost that war bind.
So you're going to see the big risk of Mira essentially right now. So she barely actually has taken any damage, but she's hurt herself so much
Yeah.
that I only have to hit her a few times and then she's done.
Yes.
Like she can lose at air dashing, any of her heavies or mediums.
Wow. So it is, yeah, like every move she does, like not every move, but like you say, like a lot of her moves just kind of burn through her health.
Yeah. The big thing is, so in other games, you know, there are characters like this where, you know, they do crazy mix-ups or they do a lot of damage, and one of the ways they end up, you know, handling those characters is they just give them less health.
Yeah.
And one of the things in our game is all our characters have the same amount of health. We have a character named Arya. She actually has 3 health bars, but that's actually the same amount of health just split into 3.
Oh, okay.
And the same thing with Mira. She has the same amount of health as any other character, but she can actually start to kill herself, essentially.
Yeah, yeah. She's kind of, you can choose to burn through it.
Yeah.
If you can gain back at a certain point, like that's
Arbiter.
the balance. Yeah.
So that's what happens when somebody plays very recklessly.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is a character that's kind of, I would say, mid to high skill level.
Sure.
You definitely can't just go in and just start going nuts with moves. You kind of have to have a certain mind frame of what you want to do when you're playing as this character, and kind of like take the risk reward.
Let's
and
show. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So one of the things that you have to sacrifice is damage if you want to gain like your health. That grab that she has actually doesn't do any damage at all.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I want to get health back or do I want to continue doing damage on my opponent?
Right.
And that's kind of like the really big game plan for this character.
Yeah, which is something like you normally wouldn't even be considering with any other character.
Exactly.
Like,
We'll show our hardcore players what a meterless combo does with her.
Yeah, sure. So imagine I got locked out. And this is a meterless combo right here.
Wow. See, this is what I remember, like, when Killer Instinct kind of came along. Yeah, wow.
So 70% meterless, and now before everybody cries that she's super OP, that linker that he was doing is actually the easiest linker in the game to break.
Yep.
So not only is it the easiest linker in the game to break, it's also killing her as she does it.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, and that's, that risk versus reward.
Exactly.
God, I'm loving just the effects on, like, all of her moves as well.
That was pretty good.
Psych.
And she goes,
But now if I take one hit, there goes all my life.
Yep. So he did all of that damage to me, and I'm still kind of in this match.
oh, man. See, and I wish that I could sit here and rattle off, like, all these, like, technical terms, you know, you hear in the fighting game community all the time, like, the mix-up.
And the beauty of this game is if it is your first time playing, you can download it for free, especially on Windows 10 or Xbox One. And we have an amazing dojo mode. You can use Jago, one of the original characters in the game.
Yeah.
It's one of the best training modes. You can get to show you all the ropes of the game, and then...
And so that's absolutely free.
I know, I can't multitask, but I'm in a big Twitch stream.
Oh, no, I know. It's a skill. Like, you really have to, like, work on it. Oh, the bat coming in.
So you'll notice that she's summoning bats. This is her instinct mode. We call it Vicious Metamorphosis. We got a few Castlevania references in there.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, so she throws this mist cloud at the opponent, and basically what ends up happening is it's draining potential damage on the opponent, and it's regaining her life at the same time.
Wow.
So it's a really good way to kind of deal with situations where it's like, okay, I actually can't get in on my opponent, but I'm going to send this cloud off. Hopefully it hits the opponent, and once it does, I can start getting my health back.
Wow.
But as soon as she gets hit, that cloud goes away.
Oh,
so
okay.
again, there's a lot of risk involved with her sort of play style, where you have to, if you're going to play a zoning game, you're going to be throwing projectiles. You might be using projectiles that start to lose your health.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, do I want to take that risk, or do I want to just go nuts and kind of hope for the best?
Which is a really cool, I love it. It's a very unique, like, kind of, like, perspective. Like, you have to be, you know, considering, you know, how your own balance of your life versus how much damage you're putting out.
Yeah, and that's one of the great things about Killer Instinct is every character has something that they bring new to the game. Even though you can play all characters, they all have auto doubles, they all have linkers, they all have enders. You can play the character, you know, in the same base way, but every character just adds layer after layer after layer of gameplay that makes them entirely different from everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, you can't play Mira the same as you play, like, Arbiter, for example, or Rash.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's insane.
Yeah, because I was going to say, Arbiter looks to be more like kind of like a heavy hitter. Is he?
Yeah, so Arbiter, he's very trap-centric. He has grenades. He can, like, set them off on the opponent. They explode over time. He also has a shield, so he can kind of armor up, just like he could in Halo. And he has guns. Well, he has one gun, and he has a limited amount of ammo, so you have to have ammo management and stuff like that. It's insane. There's so much depth to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. It sounds fantastic.
Yep.
And so, like, with the new platforms now, it's like it's available on Xbox One and Windows 10.
Yep.
Now, I hear tell...
And it's also cross-buy, so if you already own Xbox One content and you download on Windows 10, boom, there's all your information as long as you use the same account.
So badass. That's what I want to make sure to hit on that.
Yeah.
Like,
But yeah, so thank you for having us on here. We're actually going to be doing a more in-depth walkthrough over on our own stream in about 5 minutes on twitch.tv/IronGalaxy.
Awesome.
So all the hardcore guys, we miss you. We're about to show you some Mira.
So if you actually never played Killer Instinct before and you're going to buy it for the first time, the game on Windows 10, you can get it for $50, and you get Season 1, Season 2, and Season 3, all the content, all the costumes.
Wow.
And if on Xbox One, you can pay $60, you get all of that, and you get the first Killer Instinct and the second Killer Instinct as well.
Nice. Going, like, old school with it, like, just the full Killer Instinct, like, experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Appreciate it.
Have a great time over on your stream over there. We're going to...